Hi kiddos, today we are going to continue our lesson on identifying the point of view. So remember, our learning goal is I can identify the point of view when reading a nonfiction text. Today you are going to need materials from your red reading folder. Take out the packet that is titled GP for Guided Practice, and the stories are all about the Grand Canyon. You will also need a pencil and a highlighter. So this would be a good time to pause the video and gather your materials. Just a review before we get started, remember first-hand account is when someone was a witness to an event. They were there, they saw it happen. Second-hand account is someone else's perspective of an event. This was a person who did not witness it themselves. They will give you lots of facts and information about the event. And then remember, authors write for a variety of reasons. They might write to persuade someone, to inform someone, or to entertain someone. So we are going to complete this lesson in two parts. Today, our job is going to be to fill out the top of the graphic organizer, and then we're going to read the first text, which is titled All About the Grand Canyon, and fill out the graphic organizer for that section. So let's start by filling out our graphic organizer. First, you want to define secondhand account. This would be a good time to pause and start filling out your graphic organizer. If you forgot what that was, just a second here, I have to get my highlighter off. There we go. If you forgot what that was, remember that's when someone is a witness to an event. Now we're going to define secondhand account. Remember, secondhand account is someone else's perspective of an event. And the last thing we're going to do at the top of our graphic organizer is we're going to compare and contrast firsthand and secondhand account. They are alike because both of them tell about certain events. And they are different because firsthand is a witness and they have more emotion and opinions in their text. And secondhand, they were not at the event, so they're going to give you more facts and information. This would be a good time to pause the video and fill out the top of your graphic organizer. Now we're going to read the text. And I got my highlighter ready so I can highlight some information that helps me determine if it's firsthand or secondhand. So boys and girls, I'm going to read the text out loud. If you feel comfortable reading it independently, this would be another time for you to pause the video and read it to yourself. Then when you come back on, you can either fast forward through me reading the video or listen to it a second time. So all about the Grand Canyon. Located in northern Arizona, the Grand Canyon offers visitors a variety of activity options. And with nearly 5 million visitors each year, that's a lot of activity. So there's a lot of activity that you can do. The most accessible and most visited part of the park is the South Rim, which is as high as a mile above the bottom of the canyon. Open all year long, the South Rim is a great place for viewing the wonders of the canyon. You can ride a shuttle to the different viewing areas, hike along the rim, ride a train, eat, camp, and find a hotel. You can also travel down into the canyon itself from the South Rim. Visitors have the option of backpacking in, riding a mule down to Phantom Ranch, or taking a river rafting trip. Park rangers do not recommend that visitors try to hike down to the Colorado River and back in a single day. Because of the high heat, need for water, and change in elevation, rangers suggest planning more carefully. Less visited and more difficult to get to, the North Rim is directly opposite the South Rim. To get there from the South Rim, you have to take an overnight 21-mile hike through the canyon or drive 220 miles by car. Anyone who plans to spend the night in the canyon must first get a backcountry permit. Weather in the Grand Canyon varies with the seasons. That makes sense. I'm going to highlight that. There can be scorching heat in the summer and freezing cold in winter. Regardless of the season, though, weather conditions can change quickly. Visitors should be prepared for heat or cold. The beauty of the Grand Canyon is obvious to every visitor. The canyon is mostly red, but each layer is slightly different, from red and pink to brown, gray, and green. The Grand Canyon itself is a 277-mile gorge that was cut into the earth by the constant flow of the Colorado River. The national park was established in 1919. Rocks as old as 4 billion years have been found within the canyon. In fact, rocks of various ages are placed at different points along the South Rim Trail. These rocks help visitors understand how deep the river has cut into the earth. While the first Europeans did not see the Grand Canyon until 1540, Native Americans are believed to have lived within the canyon thousands of years ago. In fact, many tribes continue to live on the reservations near the canyon. I'm going to highlight a couple more things. I think they talk about just how beautiful the canyon is. And then they go on to give a lot of facts about that. And then they also talk about how many tribes continue to live on the reservations near the canyon. So now I'd like to go to our graphic organizer. And remember, we already filled out the top portion. So let's talk about the second part here, all about the Grand Canyon. First-hand or second-hand? I feel like the author gave us lots of facts and lots of information, but I don't feel like they were directly there and reporting on an event that they attended. I think it was more information to give us all kinds of information about the Grand Canyon. So I feel like that's secondhand. And I feel like the author's main purpose was really to inform us about all the different things about the Grand Canyon. So because this text was in secondhand account, I learned, and I'm going to go back to where I highlighted, I learned that there's a variety of activities you can do at the park. The weather can be different with different seasons. And I learned that the Grand Canyon is beautiful. I also learned that tribes continue to live on reservations near the canyon. So now I'm going to go and fill out the second part of my graphic organizer. So I'm going to fill in secondhand. The author's purpose is to inform. And because the text was secondhand account, I learned that the Grand Canyon has lots of activity options. It has different weather, and it is beautiful. This would be a good time to pause the video and fill out your graphic organizer. And this is where we're going to stop for today. So next time we will read the second text and we will finish filling out the graphic organizer. Please remember to put your packet back into your yellow reading folder so that you know where to find it next time. Great work today.